So Saturday night arrives. It's time for me to do the first casino cheating scam of my illustrious 25-year career. I came up with the idea. We're ready to go. We've got this all 8 people involved, including me, and it's all up to me now. I got to perform. Here I am working with probably the greatest casino cheater in the world at that time, Joe Klassen, and I got to perform here. It's all on me. Was I nervous? You bet I was nervous. I mean, I'm generally a cool person, but this was a big thing, and I went into work that night, and I remember I said that the scam was going to go down, or I was going to fix the cards at the end of my shift, and then the actual scam would take place, meaning the fixed cards would be dealt by my relief dealer after I was already gone. I went home for the shift. So that whole night, I had 7 hours to more or less think about the scam while I'm dealing to other players, on the up and up, right? So yes, I was nervous, and I started to play all kind of games with myself to calm myself down, especially during the periods I was standing on a dead game, meaning there were no players at the table. So like I was playing these weird games, like trying to remember every team that won the World Series since 1950, or as far back as I could remember. And then I started playing alphabetical games in my head, like with initials, like say start with AL and come up with Al Lewis for AL, and then go to BM, and then CN, and then try and come up with a celebrity or some famous person that I knew to fill the initial box. I was just playing all these mind games to get my mind off it. And so now the time comes, we're getting close now. There's an hour left in the shift. And now the only thing that, I got to do is try, and anybody who comes in, because the game usually gets dead about 1 a.m. And what I don't want is players coming in at the last, toward the end of my shift, because they're going to fill up spots, and then we wouldn't be able to get all 7 spots. So everything was cool. The game was sitting dead since 12 o'clock. And now I'm getting ready to do the shuffle, right? And then what happens is a guy comes. He was foreign. He spoke in an accent, and he comes to the table and he wants to buy in and start playing, right? And I look at him, and he's smiling, and he's saying, so how's it going? How's the table going? Is it running good? And, and I got to get rid of this guy because I want him out of the chair. Okay. So I said to him, no, man, I've been hot all night. I've been wiping out the players. You don't want, maybe you should play another game. And he goes, is there another baccarat table in here? And there wasn't. I said, no. And I said, then I said, well, maybe, you don't want to play baccarat. Maybe you should play blackjack, because really I've been burying everybody, and you seem like a nice guy. I'm doing everything I could do, up to throw the kitchen sink at him to try and get him not to play here, because, we're ready to do the scam, and he's there, and I'm getting nervous now. And so then the only way to get rid of him, I said, you know what? I heard across the street, and this just came to me. I heard across the street at the Horseshoe, because I know Horseshoe did have many baccarat. I heard they have a new game with that they would only take 4% commission on the bank winning hands instead of the usual 5, which was true. And I thought of it at the time, and I said, you know what? You should go over to the Horseshoe and play on their game, because they only take 4% commission.